takes care of migrants. County health system is one of the largest. She is a teacher, lifelong public servant. So I would like you to really give her a big round of applause. Cook County Board President Tony Preckwinkle, one and only. Give her a warm Pakistani welcome, please.
Good evening, everybody. One more time. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
I am very grateful to be here. You know, I'm a history teacher by profession, and I always told my students that America is a great country because people came from all over the world to make it so. And I just want to thank the Pakistani-American community, and particularly our healthcare workers, our healthcare providers, our physicians, our nurses, for the good work that you do on behalf of all of us, in Cook County. And I was talking at my table with some of my table mates. You know, many of the people in this room, I think, got their training at Cook County Hospital. They were either interns or residents at Cook County Hospital. And you were welcomed to our public institution. And I know that the training you got there was great. The breadth of it, the different kinds of cases that you saw, you couldn't get that training anywhere else. So we're grateful for your service. We're grateful that we had the opportunity to have you as interns and residents. And again, I want to thank you all for your service. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Appreciate your comments. We keep the ball rolling, and yes, we do have Anwar Masood. He's here, so we will be bringing him later in the later part of the evening. So I'm so excited because I've seen him as a kid. So please be patient. Just listen to a few more presentation. We'll have dinner, then he will come. And I would appreciate that you remember that he wants concentration. So we have to keep, very attentive, and we have to make sure that we listen to him. So next we have a very important part of our meeting is the President's report. So I would like to invite some of the members of the Pakistan Physician Society, our President, Dr. Asif Sayed, who is here. Please give him a round of applause. He's worked extremely hard. Please give him a standing ovation. He receives that because he is a single powerhouse. He has done everything for this meeting. He's just phenomenal, and we have 34 years of friendship, and he screwed me up because he told me you have to do this all throughout the thing. So thank you, Dr. Asif, for putting me under the gun here, but always a pleasure and an honor to serve with you. I would like to invite Dr. Tamina Bajwa, our treasurer. Please come up. And then our esteemed and flamboyant BOT chair, Dr. Aftab Khan, to also come and support us, And we'll also have esteemed Dr. Imtiaz Rai, who works really hard for our Apna clinic. If you can also come up, because your report will also be a part of this. Dr. Asif, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Kashyap. Where are you going? We are not done yet.
I'm sorry, I forgot Dr. Samina Khattak, our secretary. Please give her a round of applause. She's right here, Safwan. I apologize.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Welcome to Chicago, and thanks for coming. Looks like overwhelming today, alhamdulillah. Imtiaz Bhai is going to be on the drums. Aftab Bhai is playing guitar. I apologize. So, alhamdulillah, the year started very well, and we got to this point. I'm just going to be very brief. I hope I can cover my year. And I cannot see by the screen from here. First, I would like to thank Madam President. She's gone. Dr. Ansari, both Ansaris, Aftab Bhai, thank you for coming. Tariq Bhai and Dr. Kashyap for being chair and behind, like a main force behind the whole event. All dignitaries, guests, everyone who came and showed up, and I hope you will enjoy today. So I can just zip through the year. Next slide, Heather. So when I started, and if anybody of you recall my first message, I was hoping, and my desire at that point was to, whatever I do for PPL should direct to physicians, to Pakistan and the community we are serving. And that was my sort of the goal throughout the year, and I'm hoping to end up with the same. Next slide, please. Before I go to the next one, I just want to say this is our 75th year. So, and Tariq Karim Saab actually got me into this. So every presentation I do, I did a lot in Pakistan. And again, it's our Platinum Jubilee, and congratulations to everyone. Next. So we started, as you see on the screen, with almost $10,300 in our account. And I will let Dr. Tamina, when she comes, to go through the year and give the financials. Next slide, please. So we planned very early in the year for all of these activities. Go one by one, please. Heather. Go on, go on. Go on. One more, few more. One more. Go back. Yeah. So we planned all these, and Alhamdulillah, today is our annual meeting, and we have two more activities to go, which would have happened back in spring of the year, but because of some issues, we have to push it to the end, or towards the end. Next slide. So we started with a webinar on career back, I think it was in March, and almost 12 of my class fellows and friends showed up, basically guiding medical students all over the world, and obviously from Pakistan as well, about the career opportunities for physicians, whether it's clinical, non-clinical. And you can see I just have screenshots, so there are almost 100 people showed up, and it was a great event. I mean, opportunities which when I was a student, never really heard of or did really explored at that time. So that was accomplished very well. And then next slide, please. This is a screenshot from the newspaper. We did a CME on Xarelto and blood disorders in March. Dr. Ali and Dr. Mir did the presentation from University of Chicago and Cancer Centers of America. It was well received. We, alhamdulillah, made good revenue from that event. Next slide, please. Then we did a star fundraiser, which is generally our main fundraiser for the year. And as you can see, again, this is just a screenshot from the newspaper clip. We did, alhamdulillah, very well. Dr. Tamina will go through the details of what we made, and we had almost 200 plus people at the event. Next slide. On Labor Day, Memorial Day, we did a picnic. Almost 200 plus people showed up. Secretary White was our keynote. Mr. Tariq Karim obviously honored us as well. 200 plus people showed up. Alhamdulillah, we made some money as well, but the event was very good and everybody enjoyed that event. Next slide. I have to see what I say. International trip. Heather, can you run the screen, the photo show? I'm not going to discuss too much. I'm just going to do some photos for that one. He's going to run it now. Aziz Bhai, Dr. Aziz Arai graciously gave me that screenshot, the clip for today. And again, we did an excellent trip. 20 of us showed up. We went through the whole. Can you run it, Heather? Thank you. Shahid bhai, thank you very much. Dr. Shahid Hassan was our chair, and I think we had a great time. We tried some advocacy too. We went to obviously visit the former Prime Minister, who obviously heads up 3 provinces. We ended up with Madam Minister in Sindh, Dr. Taribat, and I went to Madam Azra about this World Health educational issue. We went to see the Ministry of Foreign Health. Our Madam Director General Health came over to visit us, senators, all. So we tried at our sort of the capacity, and then what you saw at the Sturdu airport, a friend of mine arranged like a excellent sort of welcome for the airport. They took us to all the tarmac and stuff. So it was a great event, and I will let Dr. Tamina eventually give you the numbers. Alhamdulillah, we did well. Next slide. So annual meeting is tomorrow, and Alhamdulillah, everything is going very well. Next slide. Oh, today, I'm sorry. I did it yesterday, so I'm sorry. One of the big accomplishments we did is to update our website, and a lot of things happened on the website, real-time updates on the content, and then we added 9 languages for our website. Next slide, please. Thanks, Kashif. Dr. Kashif managed the website. Next one. Back. Website updates. We are planning a youth retreat, and we are planning an international strategic seminar with our consulate, inshallah, in November. Next slide. Next slide, Heather. So, little bit of what we did throughout the year. PPS was a major part of this International Medical Graduates Task Force, which was started under the Governor Pritkar's order, and CMS was a key part of it. Tariq bhai, thank you very much, Dr. Bhatt. We accomplished a lot during that. Early on in the year, we got the approval from the Governor's office on the proclamation that IMGs who do not get residencies can work under supervision. Now we are part of the task force, PPSs, with CMS and a lot of other major stakeholders, to basically make it a permanent solution for Illinois sort of residents and other. And it's in the Congress. We are working with Governor's Office and IDFPR, our regulatory body, and hoping to achieve it pretty soon before the end of the year, inshallah. One of the things is the enhancement and quality of education in Pakistan. When I went to Pakistan during our trip, and before I've been to Pakistan many times, 2 of the main projects we promised from the PPS platform was to set up an endoscopy suite in Pakistan at JPMC. When I went to see Madam Minister with Dr. Bhatt, we did discuss that. We started obviously requesting people to donate for our project. And alhamdulillah, at this point we got almost $18,000 for that particular project. I'm really indebted to all of our donors for that project. One of the people I just want to mention is Dr. Yaqub Sheikh from Houston. He yesterday donated $5,000 in honor of his dad to have an endoscope added for that one. And I would request every one of you to please share in that opportunity. And then we are working with, collaborating with Pakistani institutions. Dr. Shahid Hassan and I met with General Imran when we were in Islamabad, who heads up all the army educational institutions, and we are working with collaborating somehow to bring students from Pakistan to the different institutions in the US. That's a work in progress. Next slide, please. Alhamdulillah, this year we contributed a lot to the community. In Ramadan, we contributed $10,000 worth of pantry food, which myself and our members went and actually did it by hand to a lot of obviously needy people in Chicago, especially after a lot of influx of refugees. And then very recently, with the devastation of floods, we raised, during 2 days, we raised almost $15,000, which we donated to different bodies to Pakistan. And then inshallah we will be raising funds today as well, and we will donate every single penny of it to the just cause. Please open your heart for that just a very valid cause. We all due to we have to return back to Pakistan, and this is the time we have to step up. Next slide. Imtiaz bhai. That's you. So this is next one is Dr. Imtiaz Arain for clinic presentation.
Assalamu alaikum everyone, and thank you Mr. President, thank you for the wonderful team. Nice to see everyone here and a beautiful evening, and I'd like to thank everyone for their support. My presentation is very short. I think everybody knows that most of you do, and a lot of you here are part of that project. We call it an Apna PPS Health Center. It's in Westmont since 2008, and we have been doing work. And I will encourage, if you are busy, maybe come once and see how much difference you can make in someone's life. I think your small contribution really goes a long way of helping people who are really, really desperate of medical health, medical care. So we as a clinic, please next slide, we provide a basic primary healthcare center, a lot of specialists here who contribute, and we do the labs and with local hospitals, with other consultants, and we have some consultants even in Indiana. Dr. Nasir Katariwala, for example, we send patients to him to see over there. So this is well organized in a way that we try to fulfill people's needs as much as we could. I think the next step will be to start doing some of our own, hospital-based work, and that is where we are like. Next slide. I think that's only one slide, or maybe I have some more. I had some. Those are the people who we contract with, or they are volunteers. So all physicians are volunteer. The space is donated by Apna, and we have very small staff, and those usually is part-time. So it's run at a very low cost and with all your help, and I really, really appreciate. And we every year, this is a Zakat and Sadaqah eligible project. So anybody who is looking to contribute will appreciate that, and I thank you for the opportunity, and I appreciate, and we will be happy to accommodate you no matter what time you can come. And I think there is some silver lining in all this COVID is we were able to do the telehealth thing. So you could be sitting at your home, and we can make an arrangement for you to be a consultant or see a patient online with the telehealth. So this is something that we can accommodate for you. If your time is important, you can travel to the clinic, we can make that arrangement. I appreciate everyone's attention, and thank you very much.